Sagittarius. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who have never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those who are returning, thanks for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you have been watching my content and it's been helping you, it's been inspiring you, it's been motivating you, go ahead and do this channel a favor. Hit that subscribe button, help this channel to grow, hit the like, illuminate the like button, illuminate the thumbs up button, and share this to people who you think can benefit from these messages. This is about what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It's for your spiritual growth, all right, to get you into alignment. So Sag, we are going to look into the energies for the end of April 2023. See what is surrounding you, what you need to be cognizant of. Whatever comes through, comes through. Again, I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Wow, Sag, it wants to fly across the altar here. So, and we're going to look into other things later in the reading with regards to what comes out here. So, if you're looking for the extended for this, it is your love reading for the month of April. Check out the description box below for the link for that. If you go to capellawellness.com, your extended love reading is in the extended video section of my website. So we have, and I thought you guys were going to get majors because both Aries and Leo got major arcana, but that's not the case here. However, this is the Page of Swords, okay? We have the Page of Swords here for your energy for the end of April. Now remember, time is fluid, energies are always changing, okay? Don't take all of this stuff as like it's the end all be all. And understand that it may not be what is going on with you right now. It could be happened last week, yesterday, last month. This could be going on next year, next month, 2 weeks from now, okay? So keep that in mind. You have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, all right? What I'm hearing with this Page of Swords here, it's the Page of Swords, even though it says Princess, but it's the same thing, right? You need some clarity here. You got to recollect your thoughts because there's a lot of uncertainty, confusion surrounding you. It's kind of like you don't know what cup to choose, or you're afraid to choose a cup because you're not sure about what's in it, all right? I'm also hearing be careful with what you choose. It's choose wisely here. There's also, I'm hearing pick your poison, okay? But this is Holy Spirit telling you not to pick those things that are poisonous because your intuition is telling you what choice to make. There's a myriad of options for you and you're unsure, except you know very well, Sagittarius, that the option you need to take is the one that is in alignment with your truth here, okay? Because the center of this, you have pleasant cups here. You got one with a rose in it, one with some sort of like prism here, or some sort of cube, not cube, but it's like a bar and a heart. There is a snake there. You got to watch out for the snakes. You got to watch out for the ones that all that glitters isn't gold, right? Just because it looks all shiny, just because it looks like it's, ooh, this is new, this looks better. It's not the better option for you, okay? And you intuitively know what that is because you have this Princess of Swords here, this Page of Swords. I keep hearing cut to the chase, and because of this sword energy, it's like you need to really review something in detail before you make that decision, all right? I'm also getting, for some of you, there's something about contracts. Do your research, do your homework. There may be something coming to you where, again, maybe there's, let's say you have two contracts. One's worth a lot of money and the other one isn't worth as much. Let's say you get a contract for $1 million and another one for $600,000, right? Let's say there's somebody providing you with a contract because they want to work with you, all right? And you're looking at the $1 million, oh shit, man, that's $1 million. Read the fine print before you make that choice. Okay? There's something about having to read something, research something before you make that decision. Okay? All that glitters isn't gold here, guys. If that $1 million contract, you don't read that, it could be pertaining to you have to sacrifice something big. If this is a job offer, you're going to have to be traveling every single week. And you don't want to do that. Something about how this $1 million salary will depend on this, and this, or you're confined to something, or this contract lasts for 10 years and you have no way of getting out of it, right? That type of thing. The $500,000 one or $600,000 one could be, I don't know, you get stocks and bonds, you get to work from home, you get to bring family along on your travel if you have to work for travel. I mean, travel for work. Again, you get the point. Okay. There's some clause there if you're dealing with contracts, guys, that's gonna throw you off, and there's something hidden there. I'm hearing a hidden agenda. Okay, because the shadow side of the Princess of Swords here, the Page of Swords, the shadow side is this guy being very dishonest with information, or withholding information, or playing mind games with you. Okay, staying silent about something, knowing that they should have put that clause in there. They should have written that in there to kind of catch you or to warn you, but they're not. All right, so be careful with the shining object syndrome here, Sagittarius, and this is not going to be for everyone. It's not going to be for everyone. If you're not dealing with contracts, whatever, remember, this could be something coming down next month, a few months from now. Doesn't have to be this week, tomorrow, doesn't have to be the end of April. If you're not, but this is coming down for the pike for somebody here, right? Not for everybody, for at least one person. So you're being asked to like think intelligently here, and don't make this choice based off of your emotions. Especially do not base it off of, oh, this looks better because of a price tag, because of something. All that glitters isn't gold. Okay. Choose wisely. Choose wisely here. You may run the risk if you don't do your research, you don't do homework, you don't look into things, you don't communicate with other people, you don't ask other people about something, whatever this is. Because that snake is one of the options there, guys. And what I'm getting is that some of you are being presented these cups and you can't fully see what is inside of it. But some of those cups have a snake in it, some of them have poison, God knows what else is in there. Okay, explosives is what I'm hearing. So there's communication that can be coming in for some of you, and whether it may not even be a contract or some sort of document you need to review. You may be confused by this communication. You may not know what to do with this communication, this news, this text, this email. Trust your gut on this. Some of you may be feeling like you're being bamboozled by this communication, by this, whatever this is, this text, this email, this letter. Some of you may be thinking it's wishful thinking. There's no way this person's being dishonest. There's no way that this person is telling it like it is. Okay? Because there's honesty and truth with this Princess of Swords, especially if you're the recipient of the communication. Okay? And some of you may be like, whoa, wait a minute. Where is this coming from? Okay? Where is this coming from? Like, this person's being so honest all of a sudden. This person is being forthcoming and righteous here. It could come as a surprise because the Page of Swords, it's a surprise coming. There's something that's going to come in to kind of disrupt what's going on. And it's going to catch you off guard and you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, what? It could be anything, guys. This is a collective reading. It could be bad news. It could be good news. It could be challenging news, because Page of Swords is also challenging news. I don't know, because this is it's a collective reading. It could be anything. Maybe some of you intuitively know what this is, some of you don't. That can only be cleared up by a personal reading, but if anything here, Sagittarius, your gut is going to have to, you're going to have to get out of the clouds and really stay centered to really better understand whether this information, this communication is worth noting or is of the utmost integrity. Okay? Because it's in the upright, though. I'm getting, this is coming from a trustworthy source, honest source. Maybe some of you are looking up social media or looking up information and it's confusing you. Maybe you're watching a whole bunch of tarot readings and it's like, wait, this person says this thing and this person says the opposite and this person says that and this person says this, and somebody's more wishful thinking or more shiny object syndrome, like, ooh, overly positive, like there's no slight of dark anywhere, no slight information of something that is what you need to hear, that what you want to hear. There's something like that for others of you. Again, this is collective. I get information up the ass and it just like, it spits fire. I'm spitfire when I'm trying to channel all these things to you, because my guides are trying to get through to practically everything that this could be. And some of you are confused because I am giving you different cases with one card. That's how I channel, okay? I don't know. It could be anything. It could be anything. And if none of this is like hitting you, then this is not your reading for today. It happens, right? So there's something coming in either way, or you're just going to have to be honest with yourself about what is the right choice for you. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. There is something here where either you or someone needs to stop procrastinating with the Seven of Cups. You already know which cup to take. You already know what it is that you need to do, what you need to communicate, what you need to say, what you need to go with, what you need to sign. Okay? Either you or someone has been like getting hung up on hitting send or sending that message or making that decision or being up for the challenge to go through with something. Whatever it is, Sagittarius, you could overcome any challenge. As long as you stay in your truth, in your integrity, you're golden. Don't worry about what other people think about you when you speak this truth or you receive this letter or this contract or this information, whatever this is. Truth is everything here, Sagittarius. And you have to be honest with yourself and others and stop living in this world of confusion. The land of confusion, that Phil Collins song with those creepy puppets, that's what I'm seeing right now. I love that video because it was creepy. I have a tendency to like creepy things, but anyway, that's just me. So yeah, it's like you have clarity of thought. Some of you need to meditate. You need to get centered to be able to make a clear choice. You're cognizant, clear cognizant enough, Sagittarius, to make a clear choice. Because your heart of hearts already knows what you're supposed to do. So if you've been procrastinating on something, either procrastinating on doing something for research, procrastinating on putting something out there on social media, maybe you need to write a book, or you need to write something, or you need to put something out for the truth for others to see, whatever this is. Some of you are procrastinating on it. I'm getting a strong energy about hitting send, like sending out that message to clear up confusion. You may be looking up way too many things or watching too many things on social media, and it's giving you clouded judgment. When you know there is one source or a couple of sources, when you know as challenging as that person is, as challenging as that information is that you need to hear, you know it's the truth, and that is the source you need to go to. That is the channel you need to go to. That is the internet website you need to go to, whatever this is. because there's a bunch of things that you guys are looking up. You're trying to look up so many things and you're getting confused because it's like overload of information, overload of social media. It warps the mind, guys. Start connecting more with God, or start really, determining excuse me, what the true sources of information are. And you will know based on what you feel here. Anything that leads to doubt, uncertainty, fear, confusion, you feel heavy. Your vibration tanks. You feel like you're about to get worked up and you have this scrunched look on your face. That's of lower vibrational energies. When you just know and you feel light and you feel euphoric and you feel the chills, okay? With whatever information is coming through or whatever it is that you're looking at, you're reading, you're watching, you're viewing, you're absorbing. Base it off of how your body reacts to it and how you are feeling energetically. You will know what is truth and what is not. But apparently some of you are just looking up too many things, or you're on social media, or maybe you're spying on people. There could be like a very bad addiction or temptation. It's like an addiction or obsession with spying on people, looking up things. Social media could even be like an addiction. Some of you may be trying to keep up with the Joneses here. Looking what everybody else is doing to see if that's your path. Absolutely not. For some of you, that's not the route you're supposed to take. You may be undergoing some certain challenges about what it is that you're doing in life, with your projects, with your writing, with your communication, something on social media, and you're like not seeing results, or you're saying, okay, I'm doing what I'm being called to do, and I'm just confused as to, do I do something different? Do I change it up? Do I stay on this path, or do I get off this path? You stay on the freaking path, because now you have the Chariot after the Seven of Cups. You're on the right track, Sagittarius. Remember, this is God leading you to where you need to be. This confusion and this doubt here, this cloud of judgment, is being caused by the devil because he's tempting you to get off the path. For some of you, he's tempting you to do what everybody else is doing, to follow the road less traveled, to get you to make a decision that is going to be costly for you. This could even be about a challenge, trying to get information about moving towards someone, relocating, changing jobs, wondering if you're going to be successful. It's a bunch of stuff, Sag. And you're probably thinking, yeah, this reading does seem like Seven of Cups in a little bit because I'm getting information from all over the place. That's actually channeling you, Sagittarius, that you just don't know what to do. There's so many things. There's so many options. And what I'm channeling to you is a reflection of what's going on in your head right now. Because you're hoping to get one particular answer from my reading for some of you, and you're not getting it. Because when it comes to tarot, you're not always going to get the information that you think you need when you already know the answer. That's for somebody here. But I already said some things. Now it's up to you to trust what your intuition said based on what I had said. Top of the deck is the Knight of Wands. You could be confused because, okay, now I'm getting somewhere. There's something about relocating and a change of residence for some of you, because that is like a change of residence, travel. Again, something about documentation, contracts, whatever, researching things. Chariot is travel. It's, changing for career, changing for your residence for something. Um, Again, this is you being clear on that choice, because some of you, you know what it is. You need to take that risk. You need to just find it within yourself to have the courage and confidence for you to do whatever this is. It's like all these choices, all this confusion, I'm not sure, procrastination even, is keeping you from moving forward with something. There is also something with a child. Could be an air sign child. Or you have air in your chart. Because now I'm looking at the Page of Swords, that is a child. Some of you may be thinking what's going to happen when you make this decision because a child is involved or children are involved. Some of you are confused, or you're having a hard time moving forward with something that you know you need to do because you're leaving children behind, or there's some sort of effect on a child or children here, especially if it comes to a career move, an actual move. Look, if God is telling you to move somewhere else and your kids are old enough where they're on their own and you're leaving them behind, and God's telling you to move away from them, why are you going to disobey God? That's for somebody here. But with this Knight of Wands, this is basing off of something, whether you're going to take a risk or not. Again, you are up for the challenge. You are ready for this challenge. Make it clear to yourself that everything will work out fine. You can't be afraid of the unknown. You can't be tempted to stay back where you are because you're unsure of what lies ahead. That Knight of Wands takes action regardless of what that outcome is, regardless of what's further down the road. He just gets on his horse and he goes. Because he's been driven. He's being driven by optimism, by God, by what his heart wants. The Knight of Wands, he goes after what he wants. And his heart wants what it wants. And it's like, why am I going to hesitate on what I want? Okay? Why am I going to sit here procrastinating when I know what it is I need to do? I need to hit send. I need to write that document. I need to send that document, that letter, that text, whatever this is. I'm clear on this, so why am I hesitating? I just need to do it. It's a change of career. It's like a change of something. It's taking action on something. My weekly talked about taking action on something, and my weekly also showed the Page of Swords, so this could very well be pertaining to my weekly. If you haven't watched my weekly for April 17th, I highly recommend you watch it. There's also somebody who is tempted to hold back information or hold back the truth for you because they're afraid of what might happen when they do. They may be afraid of moving forward towards you because they're not sure if you're going to accept them, or if you're going to reply back to this text, letter, this email, if you're going to acknowledge it, if you're going to not chop their heads off, if you're not going to come from like a very childish place, because pages, the shadow sides of them could be where there's very childish energy. Being very immature. And some of you who are receiving communication from someone, could be from an air sign, they have air in their chart, or fire sign, doesn't matter. But it's for some of you who are going to be receiving communication from someone. As I said, you're going to be confused. Somebody. So when this night comes in for some of you, this night used to be a Casanova, a Don Juan, right? This person couldn't commit. They were just out there to have fun, to go on an adventure. They weren't serious about, relationships. They just wanted to date around, have their fun. They were probably very sexually charged. This night could have been coming in, getting what they wanted, and then leaving, okay? Because that's what the Knight of Wands does. That's the shadow side of the Knight of Wands. And this person had a little bit of like this sex appeal, this charisma, and they were able to like attract all of these men, women, or whatever, and they would get what they wanted from them and just like gallop off, right? someone was utilizing their charm for their own advantage, for ulterior motives, for their benefit. It's like somebody was using you for sex, using you for something, okay? And it could very well be that this individual comes back around and they're overcoming this hesitancy, this fear of speaking their truth to you about why they came in and out of your life, or why they were luring you in and then they caught you and then they would just move on to the next. It's almost kind of like not a victim, but it's like choosing people where they would know they would get something from them and then move on to the next person, okay? And like, if this is triggering you, you haven't healed yet, all right? Because some of you have been dealing with somebody who was like this, and you kind of know this at the back of your mind, you know this in your heart. So it looks like this person who's been doing this, they had a lot of issues. They were jealous of other people, of you. They were very impulsive. They didn't think before they acted. They didn't think before they spoke. They thought that they wanted to be alone because this person was burned before. So they thought, you know what, I don't want any commitments. I don't want a partner. I don't want to be serious about anything, because the last time I was in a serious relationship, I got screwed over. Okay, because they were dealing with someone who's playing mind games on them. They were dealing with someone who's being very childish and immature and trying to manipulate, especially through the mind, and being very condescending with their words and trying to, you know, act one way when they were really supposed to be like acting like something else. So this individual decided to just, like, you know, do whatever. Like, I just want to, you know, get what I need, because there's a selfish energy with this Knight of Wands too. But it seems that this person is realizing the error of their ways, and, you know, with all that temptation there, they're like, so this, here's the thing. This person, okay, I'm hearing, what's that phrase? A taste of their own medicine. They thought that they were doing was like what they wanted, because there's some sort of fantasy with this person. They were living in a fantasy world where they just got to jump from person to person and have their way with that person, and just, I'm not going to commit. I get to have my cake and eat it too. They were living. Yeah. You're good? Okay. Did you do your other stuff for tomorrow? Yeah. You're all done with everything? Okay. All right, I'm going to check on you later. So this person was jumping around person to person, thing to thing. It can even be career, guys. This could even be somebody, because I'm getting contracts, someone who's very smart, someone who jumps from contract to contract just to make more money. Or they change jobs and the shiny object syndrome comes in. That's why I was saying contract. Oh, that's worth $1 million. I'm going to go with that. And then you get yourself caught in a very bad place. Okay? It could even be that. Be careful with that. If you're looking at the dollar sign here, you're thinking about prestige or something, and you're taking action like it's a pomp and circumstance. Yeah, look at how much money I'm making. Yeah, look at my title, whatever. Look at this house I have. Look at this car. And you're actually like getting caught into some serious crap by doing that. There's that too. But I'm getting more so there was somebody here who was living in a fantasy world thinking, yeah, you know, I'll be fine. I'm going to use my charms and my good looks and just, like, you know, get what I want. Again, it could be male or female. This is energy, guys. This is not gender-based. For some of you, it is a male. And they ended up choosing a cup, shining object syndrome. It was a person or something like that where they got their ass handed to them. Again, a taste of their own medicine. And the cup that they chose had a snake in it. And it did them in. And they said, oh my God, I gotta stop doing this. This could be if somebody was sleeping around. They could have gotten an STD, or they contracted something, or they may have gotten someone pregnant, or they thought they got someone pregnant and someone was being very childish and, you know, accusing this person of being the father, or whatever. That's what's coming through. It's a lot. And this person's like, oh my God, what I'm doing. And then you got caught up in this mess. And now they're realizing, because what they chose, when they chose you, they realized something different about you, that you were like the Ace of Cups, and they threw that away. It's like they had the cup that didn't have the snake in it or all the other bullshit in it, and they dumped it out, thinking it was like everything else. Thinking that it was all like all the other 6 cups that they have been dealing with, right? But again, they were like trying to, deep down inside those Sagittarius, honestly, this person may look like a person who didn't care about you or who just wanted to get their way. They just didn't want to deal with what was really hurting on the inside. And they thought that having their fun and having their cake and eating it too was just going to be the life that they're going to live, until they got caught, until they got into trouble with it. And they started to realize, this is not the life I want to live. I'm hearing that song by Joe, I don't want to be a player no more, okay? And I do not like utilizing the term player for the Knight of Wands. And I know some of you having that lasered in your brain. I do not like putting that out there, because words carry energy too, okay? I know for a fact that this Knight of Wands was dealing with something greater than what you think, okay? Nobody was born on this earth to play people. No one. They may have seen this from brothers, from fathers. They may have gotten so burned that it's like, shit, I'm not committing. I don't want to get hurt again, so I'm just going to go, no, I'm not going to commit, because it was too much. Again, you have to really be clear and be honest with yourself and look further into what's going on with this person. So this person got caught up in some shit, and they realized that you were sort of like the Ace of Cups, and they dumped it out. Because every time they were just with somebody or going around doing whatever, it could even be jobs, okay, or money. Nah, don't want it. Nah, no. This person's not what I wanted. No, nah. God, what am I doing? Someone started to realize that because they couldn't commit, and because they were coming from a low vibrational place, they were attracting the same type of energy that they were vibrating at. They were dating or sleeping around with people who were immature, who were children, who were not intelligent. And maybe this person loves a brilliant mind. Maybe there was a lot of drama with this person, because this Knight of Wands, the shadow side, can bring a lot of drama with them. Maybe they were dealing with people who were very jealous. They got jealous really quickly. Like, case in point, like a male who has a girlfriend can't have female friends. I think that is bullshit. If you are in a relationship like that, or you know somebody who's like that, if you cannot trust your partner, you have major issues. There's trust issues there, which need to be worked on. So maybe somebody, or you, like dating around, you kept running into immature people who didn't trust you, or they just went off the rails. Like, they got very jealous if like you even said hi to a female, or you said hi to a male. That's obsession there. It's like a bad addiction. Or somebody was very tempted to just like sleep around. Or every temptation that they were lured into, they ended up in a relationship that was just very low vibrational. It was page energy. It wasn't king. It wasn't queen. And this Knight of Wands is like, why do I keep having these types of relationships? And what was happening was that, again, the taste of their own medicine, being dishonest with others, they were attracting people who were being dishonest with them. Or them being jealous of others, they were attracting people who were being jealous of them or jealous of other people. You see where I'm going with this? People who couldn't make their own decisions, their own choices. People who were very codependent and clingy. People who may have that maybe with this Knight of Wands is like really good and bad or something, and this person, people knew this about them, and they were only using them for sex in the end. It could be a lot, okay? And this person's coming in, and they're going to be very honest with you. I mean, very honest with you about what was going on, because they know that they dumped out the wrong cup when they met you. And you overcame the challenge of being honest with them, saying, hey, I'm not tolerating this behavior anymore. I deserve better. You just can't come into my life and take what you want, leave me high and dry. Leaving me standing at the side of the road with like my roses wilted and Vivaldi's works all dried up from the rain. So it's kind of like you, Sagittarius, probably were like, no, I'm not. No, I'm sorry. You can go have your fun. Go have your cake and eat it too. I deserve better than this. And you may have wrote a letter to that person. You may have told that person, no, I'm not. I am not an option. Either you want to continue to work with me here, communicate, you can continue to date me, whatever, continue to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. Cool. But if not, you decide to come in when you want. That's not how this relationship works. And this person feels very guilty that they made you an option. Oh, I have all these other choices. I'll go back to Sagittarius when I feel like it. Oh, I'm not getting sex here. Let me go back to Sag. Oh, that's not working out. Oh no, this female is crazy shitballs. She's so full of drama and she just lost her damn mind. Nope, I'm going back to Sagittarius. And then they go back to somebody else. Oh, maybe this other person's better. This is what was going on. Queen of Swords. Wow. Yeah, see, some of you were assertive. You put your foot down, said, fuck this. I am going to speak to this person honestly and with integrity. I'm not going to chop the balls off. Now, here's the thing, Sagittarius. When this person comes around for some of you, and they're going to be very, very honest with like how they were treating you, what was going on here. You need to listen intently to what they have to say. You need to hear them out. The Shadow Queen of Swords is the one who has no heart whatsoever, which means she's not a divine feminine. If she's critical and she says, what the hell is this? Now you're telling me this? Like you screwed me over, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe you did that to me. Didn't you want the truth, Sagittarius? Some of you are not going to be able to handle this truth, which means you're not ready for commitment with someone. Which means you're not ready for the next best thing. Because you're not in your divine energy. If you go around being all like very angry and cunning and belittling and argumentative and like pissed off, passionate, fuck you, you screwed me up, I can't believe you actually did that. But some of you knew that this person was doing that. It's only that God's telling them, hey, you need to stop procrastinating and be honest with what it is that you did. You cannot move forward in reconciling with someone when the truth isn't spoken here. And it goes both ways. Because you have to be in your authenticity and your integrity too, Sagittarius, when this person comes to speak to you. You start chopping heads off and things like that, and coming from a low vibrational place, you are definitely not a divine feminine. A divine feminine would listen first before accusing. A divine feminine would be patient and allow the person to speak. She only wants the truth. And when she gets it, she's not going to react, as difficult and challenging as it may be, because she knows that the truth is everything. The truth is of the divine. Others of you, this is about having the courage to be your true, authentic self and stop messing around and trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to think that the grass is greener on the other side, or like the shiny object syndrome, or trying to be like everybody else on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff and YouTube. You gotta be you, Sag. There's only one of you. no matter how challenging it may seem to you, you are one person. There is no one else like you on this planet. Why in the hell would you want to be like anybody else? When God made you the way that you are. You are a work of art. You are a masterpiece in itself. Why are you going to ruin that Mona Lisa? Makes no sense. You are priceless. And you should understand that. And it looks like this person's realizing that too. So be in your divine power for those of you who are getting this communication, because the truth is coming out one way or another. That was a big one for Sag, because I was channeling that for God knows how long, and my guides were like, don't you dare look at the time. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is Sagittarius out of alignment with, or maybe out of alignment with, for the end of April? Look, they did not freaking hesitate. Garnet, purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Again, if you're still dealing with somebody who keeps coming in and out of your life and starts to charm you and tries to like pull a carrot in front of you with the wand, you have no time for that, Sag. You gotta be you. And you have to stand up for yourself. Be assertive, not aggressive. You're not cursing this person out. You're gonna come from a place of integrity, from a place of being a divine, feminine or masculine, however this fits for you. Emerald, ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. This is a union card, and it's funny because I was channeling, if this is your divine counterpart who comes back in and tells you the truth, you may get like, I think it's going to be a letter for some of you. Your person's going to write all this out and see like how you're going to respond to it before they want to meet up with you or before they want to tell you more or something like that. If this is your divine counterpart and you get irate and you criticize them for telling the truth when you ask them for the truth, you are not ready for union. Because you're coming from a distorted feminine place. That is not harmonious. When someone is being completely honest with you and you have asked for the truth and then you cut this person down because they're being honest with you, yeah, the truth hurts, guys. That's why I said for some of you who can't handle the truth, you're not ready for union. The truth is everything, no matter how challenging it may be. You're being told what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Topaz, forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. The forgiveness, I felt it. Bottom of the deck is Ruby. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. I feel it's sad. Some of you could very well be, I'm not forgiving that person. Really? Especially if this person, it tells you the cold hard truth here. What have you learned through all this, Sag? Are you going to continue to be a victim? Do you think that the truth is all puppies, rainbows, and unicorns? It's not. You cannot have true love in life if you have bitterness and anger in your heart and you can't forgive somebody for what they've done. Forgiveness is for them, not for you. It doesn't make right what they did. Absolutely not. But that low vibrational energy that may be sitting in your heart still, it won't attract a harmonious union. It won't attract true love. It doesn't do that because it's not in alignment with the highest frequency of all to attract that. That's how it works. A lot of you understand that there is a law of attraction. And some of you still have the repressed anger, bitterness, frustration, resentment in your heart. You can't sit there. It's going to eat up at you over time. You're going to attract more anger, bitterness, resentment into your life, to include the relationships where people will continue to treat you that way. You got to be compassionate towards yourself and towards other people. That's what being divine feminine, divine masculine is. Let's look at Garnet. This card probably validates what you've already been sensing. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. In particular, this is a necessary change to support your health. What's the first thing that comes to mind to detox? Perhaps you have been receiving inner divine guidance to enjoy a clean energy diet or to abstain from chemicals. Or maybe you were feeling called to avoid harsh energy in relationships, on social media, in your daily activities, or in the media. See, there's strong social media energies here. Maybe some of you are spying on somebody to see who they're dating, to see what they're up to. Focus on yourself, Sagittarius. You have work to do. You have other wonderful things you could be experiencing as opposed to spying on someone. If some of you are spying on this person, this is a supportive time for you to make this healthful shift. Reach out for qualified help if addictions are creating uncontrollable cravings. Prayer can also help you purify your motivations and intentions so that they are inspired from your higher self instead of your ego. With higher vibrational intentions, your manifestations will be more fulfilling and satisfying. Okay, garnet is a stone that will very well help you with this. Now we have emerald. There will be a reason to gather with loved ones and celebrate together. This card is a sign of an important human ritual to signify a passage, such as a wedding, birth, or graduation. You may be called into leadership for this event, including being a planner or officiant. This card may be a sign of taking a love relationship to the next level and celebrating your union. If you are currently single, this can be a positive sign of meeting your long-term partner. Ultimately, you are a conduit to bringing divine energy to earth and have the ability to celebrate all of life for the upliftment and healing of others. This emerald brings out healing love and enhances spiritual knowingness of non-duality. It's also an empowering stone that brings out your inner high priest or priestess. Some of you are out of alignment because you're not having fun in your life. You may not be going to invitations to weddings because you don't want to be by yourself. You don't want to go to the movies by yourself. You don't want to go take yourself on a date. You don't want to, hang out with friends because you want to be with somebody or romance because that's Nine of Wands energy. You got to do you first, okay, Sag? Some of you need to enjoy life more. And some on your own, and some with friends who are high vibrational, not low vibrational. Not people who are going to bring people down and they gossip, because that Page of Swords is also gossip. No. We don't hang around people who want to talk about others all day and talk about how horrible they are and that person's a cheater and this person's a this and that. And the once a cheater, always a cheater. No, that's so low vibrational. It is not even funny. I can't stand that. I can't stand it when they're a group of people. And this reminds me of high school days. That's why I barely had any friends that I could be close with, because there was so much drama and puerileness and gossip. It was not for me. I'm like, no. Why am I going to go around talking about people behind their back? Berating them and belittling them and criticizing them when you have no idea what's going on in their life. It's like people do this to make themselves feel better. That turns on you when you start to realize you're gossiping about other people and bringing them down. You need to bring yourself up. That's a lack of confidence when you have the need to be talking down to people or around people or talking behind their backs and not saying nice things about them. That's tough to hear for some of you. You may have friends that do that. That might be you. And if people gossip about you, stand tall and proud. Like, no, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me, right? Stay in the highest vibration. Topaz. Oh, I thought I was here. This is a beautiful sign from your guardian angels who love you so much and want to help you reach the next positive level in your health and happiness. They can see that you are being blocked and held back by repressed anger and resentment. Most likely you already know what needs to be released, but perhaps you have had difficulty letting it go. Forgiveness isn't condoning, accepting, or excusing someone's behavior. It means an unwillingness to harm yourself anymore. You don't have to like the other person or hang out with them. You simply need to agree to release their energy from your psyche. This card could refer to forgiving yourself for actions that you regret. Self-blame is as toxic as blaming others. The only thing valuable about reflecting on the past is learning from it, not holding on to shame or guilt. Your guardian angels remind you that harboring anger hurts only you, not the other person. Repressed resentment is toxic to your physical, emotional, financial health. All it takes is a little willingness to forgive, and God, Jesus, and the angels will do all the rest of the work. Okay? This clears your mind and heart of chaotic energy, this topaz. Okay? It can help you forgive and release anything that's been distracting or dulling you. So as I was channeling that, I got two things. Somebody is mad because some of you were told, you were given information that was challenging. You were told what you needed to hear, not what you wanted to hear, and you didn't follow the guidance. You didn't follow the information. You didn't listen to what was texted to you, what was written to you, something you got on social media, on YouTube, whatever, a reading, whatever. And you were tempted to not listen and go for the better thing that you thought was better. You were tempted to choose the cup with the snake in it. You were tempted to follow the Joneses. You were tempted to buy shiny object syndrome. The glittery thing. The thing that you thought was better. And it backfired on you and you got screwed somehow. And you could be angry at this person or angry at yourself for not following the guidance, not following the wisdom that was given to you from that Queen of Swords. From the queen that told you like it is. She doesn't bullshit. She doesn't beat around the bush, and she doesn't make excuses. And she will tell you what you need to hear. All of it. She will tell you the cold hard truth. So some of you were being told, and that Queen of Swords is a wise person. She's a teacher. She went through all the hard knocks. She went through all these different lessons, and she's teaching others what not to do, or she's teaching others what their best course of action is to do, or whatever that is. She's giving people knowledge and wisdom based on her experiences. And some of you didn't heed that guidance and you hit a brick wall or something bad happened, okay? The other side of this is with that forgiving yourself, the regret and the shame. This is this person who is acting like that shadow Knight of Wands, what I talked about choosing other people, and all these other people were not for them, or they were just like dumb as rocks, or I'm not insulting, that's what I just heard. Somebody who wasn't intelligent like them, who just couldn't carry on a conversation, who gossiped a lot about people, who were very clingy, very codependent, very needy, okay? People who wanted to have, let's like this person would go on dates and this person would want them to be on their side. Don't you think this, and this? Don't you think that, and that, or whatever. Shouldn't you be on my side? But then when you tell them the cold hard truth and you're not on their side, they get all dramatic on you. Knight of Wands. They lose their temper. They get all fired up type of thing. So this person was dating or being in relations with people like this, and they're regretting that they thought you were going to be one of those people, so they bailed, or they thought, oh, there's somebody better, oh, there's something better. Nope. All those cups were like cups of poison. They all had snakes in them. and this person's realizing that they acted that towards you, and again, you were the golden chalice, you were the holy grail type of thing, and you were full of life and love and happiness. You didn't gossip. You were very brilliant. You didn't talk about stupid shit. Very intellectual conversations, and you cared about the welfare of others. And this person's really regretful. They're trying to forgive themselves because of how they treated you, and they treated you like an option when they should have treated you like a queen. But here's the thing, Sagittarius. If they didn't treat you like a queen then, that was because you were coming from a low vibrational place. Remember, there's lessons to learn here from everyone. I know, because I got myself into that. I didn't have confidence in myself. I had very low self-worth. And I continued to attract people who didn't see me as worthy or as a queen, because I didn't believe that about myself. I didn't see that about myself. We need to hold ourselves accountable. We can't be unforgiving with these people who like use us and abuse us, or like they charm us and walk away type of thing. You gotta look at both sides of the fence here. This is not a one-sided thing. Okay? When you can face that type of truth like I had to, you know you're ascending. You receive this card because your heart needs some tender, loving care following a loss with the ending of the relationship. You're grieving and could use a reassuring hug, which your guardian angels are giving you now. This can also be a sign to reach out for emotional support after a heartbreak. In some cases, this card may mean that your physical heart needs care and attention. Perhaps a healthful dietary or exercise change or medical intervention is needed. This can also be a sign to connect with the Sacred Heart of Jesus for spiritual healing and purification. God is blessing your heart and guiding you to take the path that's true and right for you. Forgiveness heals. It's for you. It clears the heart chakra. It's so hard for humans to do because it is a divine state of being. This world teaches us a lot to be unforgiving of others. That is not Christ consciousness. That's not what Christ came here to do. Look, friendship and union and holy love. You're always surrounded by love, Sagittarius, no matter what. So for some of you, there is somebody coming back around to be very honest with you. And remember, you need to be prepared for that truth. You become distorted feminine here, you're not ready for harmonious sacred union. If you don't hear this person out, and if you don't you aren't forgiving when they tell you the cold hard truth. The truth is never easy, guys, even when we face that truth about ourselves. But again, the truth is of the divine. Truth is love. It is of God. The truth is what sets us free. And forgiveness heals us of our karma. The forgiveness message has been kind of following your reading, Sagittarius. If you keep hearing those messages, that message isn't going to change unless you learn how to forgive yourself and others. Harmony and resolution. Wow. Listen deeply. Out of the deck. If this person is communicating with you, they're being very, very blunt and honest with you, cold hard truth here, it's because they want to resolve a conflict. And I talked about that. You cannot resolve conflicts if you don't have that forgiveness there, and if you don't speak your truth. The truth has to be coming from both sides here. And what did I say about harmonious sacred union? There's the harmony right there, guys. You got to be at peace. This truth brings you peace. All right. Harmony and resolution. Angels of harmony are healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You are being encouraged to call in the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you release any need to be right or to get your point across, for this will only create more hostility. Aries got this card, so there's something between Sagittarius and Aries here. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time and energy to doing what you can to make yourself feel comforted and comfortable. Through being more caring towards yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash out like a wave to all those around you. Trust that this will happen and harmony will be restored. Angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have, but unless you have faith that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is a time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It's important to know that angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to the situation. Trust the process. Bottom of the deck is listen deeply. Angels are sending you guidance and inspiration through your powerful and resonant inner voice. You be ready to listen to that voice now. Listen to yourself. If you aren't able to hear yourself, you'll be blocking your connection to the information, insight, and guidance that can support you going forward. If you've been ignoring or avoiding dealing with something you feel that you've had to do for a long time, your angels are encouraging you to stop, listen to yourself, and do it now. Your expansion and growth depend on it. If you have received challenging information recently about your life from any source, and you are unsure whether to believe it or not, this card assures you that it is pivotal to the unfolding of your freedom and joy, so listen deeply. The whispers of our inner voice are subtle, and it takes patience and willingness to hear them. Often this voice can seem intensely honest and direct, but that's because it wants us to home in on truth in order to grow. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us and refuse to listen, but all we are doing is blocking the guidance that is coming forward with us. What was I channeling before? The truth of the matter is that our inner voice is always working in our favor, and divine guidance is always loving and supportive. It will be direct and insightful, but won't make us feel low. If you are unsure what information is guidance and what is based on fear or ego, call on angels to help you hear and understand information that's rising up within. You can also invite them to clear old messages so that you can have more space energetically for guidance that is relevant to the present moment. Again, listen to what they have to say. I already said, trust your gut with this. You will know based off of your vibration. And some of you are going to have a hard time with this truth, especially if this Knight of Wands has been charming you and using you, okay? This is why for some of you, it's been quite a bit of time for you to get in a vibration so high that when this truth comes in, you will not be fazed. You will be able to forgive this person, and you will be able to move on to your harmonious, sacred union. But remember, you've got to be honest with them too. And look what's after the Listen Deeply card. There's your romance and connection card right there. What did this card say? The truth can be direct, but it's insightful, and it's coming from a trustworthy place. That is truth right here. You're gonna know. But I get very strongly, some of you, your Knight of Wands here is coming in to finally tell you why they acted the way they acted, why they did what they did. That is the only way harmonious sacred union can manifest in the physical, can happen, and that your relationship can move to the next level. Trust and honesty are paramount in a union, and forgiveness. You cannot avoid those things. Let's see what wellness tip we have for you for the end of April. What wellness tip do we have for Sagittarius for the end of April? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Have a notification-free day. Constant notifications can distract you from completing a task or relaxing. It seems daunting, but start by giving it a go for set hours. See, for some of you, this is a social media thing. Maybe you're getting notifications on your text messages. Maybe you're having other people spy on other people to get information and to see what is going on with somebody or something. No. Where is the divinity in that? How is that going to help you grow? How is that going to help you raise a vibration where you can receive all these amazing miracles and things that your hearts are truly desiring? Track the amount of times you pick up your phone in a day. You will be surprised. Do this activity again in the week to see if it's less. Oh, that's a challenge for some of you guys. How many times do you pick up your phone in the day? How many times a notification goes off? Oh, check it. Oh, check. Oh. I don't know. Might be 500 for some of you. I don't know. If you get 500, let me know. Have a few areas of the house where technology is off limits. Enjoy the moment of spending quality time with people. Set times to start with and get used to this. Bottom of the deck is spring clean and tidy your home. This is also tidying up your energies and spring cleaning your internal self, Sagittarius. It's both. I'm hearing it's both. Clean up both. Your mind too, okay? Declutter your mind, your energy, your energetic space, your room, your car, whatever. Why not try and learn a few words and phrases from another language? That's something that the Page of Swords would do, learning something new. Communication, languages. Maybe this is even learning how to speak more lovingly, more positively. Because the shadow of the Page of Swords is negative speaker, gossipy, low vibrational, right? Kind of like trickster energy too. But anyway, Sag, if you're interested in a personal reading, I am offering 10% off of my individual readings. The coupon code is in the description box below. Use Spring 10 for that. If you would like to purchase a tarot package where you get multiple readings and you already save money in those packages, you can get an additional 10% off that package with Spring PKG 10 at checkout. All the links to everything in the description box below. If you feel like you need more guidance, you want to access my bonus content, meet some amazing people in the Capella Circle, join my members only live sessions where I'm going to be doing my live erotic reading on Wednesday, April 19th, which is right near the total eclipse in Aries at 9:30 p.m. And you can join in on my Twin Flame support groups, join in my wellness challenges, join in on a whole bunch of things and get extra perks depending on the tier. Check out the description box below for the membership link, or if you go to capellawellness.com, you can click on Capella memberships in the header of my website. I'm also having like a 50% off discount on my weekly astrology, where I do astrology videos. I do astrology reports based on what's going on for that day and how it affects you in your energies and how you can navigate those things, because astrology affects us all differently. I do intuitive astrology, okay? So I'm having a 50% off sale for the next week if you use code ASTRO50 if you would like additional guidance to supplement these readings and to see how the astrology is affecting you, how to navigate it, what it may be bringing for you, all these types of things, because astrology is key to navigating this whole Earth School thing, okay? It gives you a leg up, all right? When it comes to dealing with what's going on any given day, dealing with other people, dealing with yourself, and preparing for what may be coming on any given day, okay? You will only be the first billing month will only be $11.11 to get a month's worth of astrology, okay, intuitive astrology, and some videos on that too. That is part of the Capella memberships section of my website, and again, the link for Capella memberships in the description box below. You have any questions about any of my services, my packages, my memberships, anything at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to me and ask. I'm here to help. Yeah, so hopefully this helped you. All right, Sagittarius, remember, this is all about your growth. There's no judgment here. I am not being the Queen of Swords in the reverse like some of you are thinking. I genuinely care about the welfare and wellness of you, your spiritual growth, your healing. That's what I'm here for, okay? Again, it's hard to hear the truth. Trust me, when I was awakening, there were a lot of truths about myself I really had to face, and sometimes my own masculine pointed those out to me, like literally in my face, okay? Multiple times. Not easy to hear, but I am so grateful to him for that, because I would not be where I'm at today. Anyway, Sag, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.